Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is brother Amar Car coming back at you with another lesson, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah HaKadosh. Double honors as always to the apostles and elder bishops of the great millstone, who rule well and taught us his truth, and peace and blessings to the elect. The 144,000, teaching his word in truth and sincerity, in the hopes that we get salvation, man. Through Yahweh Shai coming back and redeeming us, man, from this wicked kingdom, and so we can, escape our enemies, man, and therefore have them destroyed, man, for the things that they've done in the sight of the Lord, man. And I want to continue on this, exposing Esau, Edom, man, right? Because they've done a lot of wicked stuff that they're trying to keep under wraps, and I'm going to try and do some lessons, law willing, exposing their wicked history, man. I might even do some lessons on what they've done to the other nations too, man. Because they were just done it to us, but listen, we don't really care about that, but it just goes to show the depth of their wickedness, man. They don't care about anyone, man. And that goes for their women as well, man. And that's why I'm doing this lesson about this young man, Emmett, because he was set up by an Edomite woman, man, a so-called white woman. And a lot of times when we talk about the Edomites, man, we say we talk about Esau, Edom, but let's not forget that they're a nation of people, man, and their women are just as wicked as the men, right? That's their spirit is of the wicked, right? And they've proved it many times before. This is not the one and only time where an Edomite woman has caused the death of either a young Israelite boy or a man. Right? It's not the first time or the last time. They're still doing it to this very day. They're still doing it to this day, man. And they won't stop until Yahweh Shai returns and puts them where they're supposed to be, man. Beneath us. Beneath us, man. I was watching that video about, just to digress a little bit, about Roker Malone teaching some English congregation about the black Hebrew Israelites, and talking about how we say that, we're going to put, these devils in slavery, man. And we are going to do that, man. It's called justice, and it's called balance, man. But doesn't he not believe in that? Doesn't he not believe that you should pay for the wicked things that you've done? And as a nation of people, they've been wicked, man. Why should they get away with what they did to us? The scriptures will tell you, man, that we vengeance is a part of it, man. All right. That's why they're called our enemies. The scripture doesn't call them our friends; it calls them our enemies, man. And they've shown nothing but that nature. Let's read some of this, man. So this is on the history website, like the History Channel. 1955, Emmett Till was murdered, man. Young Jake. So it says on August 28, 1955, while visiting family in Miami, Mississippi, 14-year-old Emmett Till, an African American from Chicago, so-called, is brutally murdered for allegedly flirting with a white woman 4 days earlier. His assailants, the white woman's husband and his brother, made Emmett Till carry a 75-pound cotton gin fan to the bank of Tallahatchie River and ordered him to take off his clothes. The two men then beat him nearly to death, gouged out his eye, shot him in the head, and then threw his body tied to the cotton gin fan with barbed wire into the river. So that shows the nature of these devils, man. They can do that to a 14-year-old boy, man. They have no remorse. We're going to get into scriptures about that. They're remorseless, man. They're not like everybody else on this earth, man. They're not normal. They are the seed of the wicked, man. It's in their spirit. Alright, we're talking about Edomites here, yeah? Not white people, Edomites. We have to get that distinction clear. But they're not the same as people that look like so-called Edomites that aren't actually Edomites, man. So that's why we talk about the seed of the wicked, man, the seed of Esau. Alright? the nation of Edom is a wicked nation. And they've proved it time and time again. But they want you to forget that. Alright, but we will never forget, man. We will never forget. And they're going to get reminded of it in the kingdom, man. You know, the scriptures talk about our hearts shall meditate terrors. Why? Because we're going to be thinking about all the things that we can do to them under the law, of course, right, as punishment, man. Because what they did to us was not under the law, man. That's why they did some wicked stuff. Right, but we're going to be punishing them under the law. So it says Till grew up in a working class neighborhood on the south side of Chicago, and though he had attended segregated elementary school, he was not prepared for the level of segregation he encountered in Mississippi. His mother warned him to take care because of his race, but Emmett enjoyed putting price. He wasn't used to he obviously thought that he could be as free as he was in Chicago, man, which wasn't free, but it was obviously a better environment than it was in Mississippi. We all know about Mississippi, man. So it goes into saying on August 24, while standing with his cousins and some friends outside a country store in money, Emmett bragged that his girlfriend back home was white. Emmett's African American companions, disbelieving him, dared Emmett to ask the white woman sitting behind the store counter for a date. He went in, bought some candy, and on the way out was heard saying "bye baby" to the woman. There were no witnesses in the store but Carolyn Bryant. The woman behind the counter later claimed that he grabbed her and made lewd advances and wolf whistled at her as he sauntered out. Now, anyone that would believe that, and especially in those times, is just crazy. Like, not even the Edomites at the time, they didn't believe that, man. They never believed it. They just thought it was an excuse for them to be enraged and to murder and lynch and another Israelite, man. Remember, that's what they're put on earth to do, man. They are the Lord's sword. They are they are made for our destruction. Right? They're made for our punishment. If I can remember what scripture that is, I'll get it. It says, Roy Bryant, the proprietor of the store, and the woman's husband returned from a business trip a few days later and heard how Emmett had allegedly spoken to his wife. Enraged, he went to the home of Till's great uncle, Mose Wright, and with his half brother, J.W. Milam, in the early morning hours of August 28th. Right, so her lies has already got everything in motion, man. Right, Job 13:4 says, "But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value," man. You know, that's what they are, man. Forgers of lies, man. That's what they're built on. That's what they built their whole existence and societies and kingdoms on, lies, man. He says the pair demanded to see the boy, despite pleas from Wright. They forced Emmett into their car after driving around in the night and perhaps beating Till in a tool house behind Milam's residence. They drove him down to the Tallahatchie River. 3 days later, his corpse was recovered, but was so disfigured that Mose Wright could only identify it by an initial ring. Authorities wanted to bury the body quickly, but Till's mother, Mamie Bradley, requested it be sent back to Chicago. Yeah, she had it goes open casket, man. She wanted the world to see what the Edomites did, man. She says after seeing the mutilated remains, she decided to have an open casket funeral so that all the world could see what racist murderers had done to her only son. Jet, an African American weekly magazine, published a photo of Emmett's corpse, and soon the mainstream media picked up on the story. Less than 2 weeks after Emmett's body was buried, Milam and Bryant went on trial in a segregated courthouse in Sumner, Mississippi. There were 3 witnesses besides Mose Wright who positively identified the defendants as Emmett's killers. On September 23, the all-white jury, as usual, deliberated for less than an hour, as usual, before issuing a verdict of not guilty, as usual, explaining that they believed the state had failed to prove the identity of the body. Many people around the country were outraged by the decision, and also by the state's decision not to indict Milan and Bryant on separate charges on the separate charge of kidnapping. And to finish it off, Carolyn Bryant confesses. In 2017, Tim Tyson, author of the book The Blood of Emmett Till, revealed that Carolyn Bryant, later known as Carolyn Bryant Donham, recanted her testimony, admitting that Till had never touched, threatened or harassed her. Nothing that boy did could ever justify what happened to him, she said in 2022. A grand jury in Mississippi declined to indict Bryant for a role in the crime nearly 70 years earlier. Bryant died in 2023. Right? So she died in 2023, man, but it's not it for her. Alright, she's gonna have to pay. Right? She's going to come back in, she's going to be brought into the kingdom, right, and she's going to be put into hardcore bondage, man. And who knows who's going to get the authority over her. Maybe Emmett will. We'll never know, because he'll be in the kingdom in his right mind, remade, reborn, and he'll get what he deserves, justice-wise, as we all will, man. Right, these Edomites do not have a clue. These low-level Edomites especially do not have a clue what's in store for them, man. They're running around this world and this earth like they own the place, man. Do what they want when they want. They're even, you can tell it. There's what they call it. They're little microaggressions, man. They act like they own you. When you're around them in public transport and all that, they act like they own you, man. Getting all up in your space and that, they bump into you, they don't even bother to say sorry. They act like you're not even a human being, man. I experience it all the time. Like, if any time I knock someone and I bump them, I apologise, man, no matter who it is. Because I treat people like I want to be treated, but these Edomites don't do that, man. And we can't wait for their destruction to come, man. Psalms 10:2 says, the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor, let them be taken into devices that they have imagined, man. It's persecution. That's that. They love persecuting us, man. Let's go to what have I got here? Let's really quickly read this. Psalms 55 and 21 says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet they were drawn swords. Yeah, man, their words. Esau, Edom, the Edomites, man. Their words are very powerful on this earth. That's why she was able to do that. That's why to this very day, these women, they call them Karens these days. They can phone, especially in Babylon, they can get on the phone, call the police and tell them that they feel threatened by, they like to describe black, he's black and he's threatening, I fear for my life and all this sort of stuff. So they use their words, man, because their words are smoother than butter. Everybody believes them. They can do no wrong. Let's quickly go to Deuteronomy, because there's something I wanted to get there, man. Because you got to understand, man. It's these things that happen to us always comes back to what? The curses, man. It always comes back to the curses. And that's just an unfortunate truth. We get what we deserve at the end of the day. There's no doubt about that. We can't lie about that. Alright, we can't pretend that this is happening for no reason. because it isn't, man. This is punishment. Deuteronomy 28 and 25 says, the Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies. Thou shalt go out one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them, and shall be removed into all kingdoms of the earth. That's going into the second, but it still applies to, being smitten, man, before our enemies, man. We're all these kingdoms, and it happens wherever we are. Verse 26 says, and thy carcass shall be meat unto all the fowls of the air, and unto the beasts of the earth, and no man shall fray them away. And that's the same thing that happened in those times of slavery and Jim Crow, afterwards, man. People be hung up on the trees, man, right? Birds pecking out their eyes and all of that stuff, after they've been unalived. And no one's shooing away the birds. They're left up there for an example, man. For the rest of the Israelites, man, don't you step out of line. Don't step out of line, because you're nothing to us. That's how they want us to believe, man. But now, Jake is waking up to the truth. And even if they're not waking up to this truth, man, they're waking up to the truth that Esau, Edom, the so-called white race, is wicked, man. And there's only a matter of time before they're going to be judged, man. It's only right. It's only right, man. What else did I have? What's this one? So John chapter 10 verse 10, and it says, the thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and they might have it more abundantly. We're not living here, man. Alright, this devil is trying to take us out of the game. He's trying to take us out of the picture, man. The Lord's not going to allow that to happen. Luckily for us, fortunately for us, the Lord loves us and cares about us that much that He's not going to allow that to happen. Right? Because Yahushua is the key to that. Right? But that's starting with the elect, man. Right? That's starting with the elect first and foremost, man. But that's their MO, man. Right? Steal, kill and destroy, man. That's all they're good for, man. It's all they're good for. Oh, it's like I read that. I quoted this already. What else have I got? Let's get a couple more scriptures, man. But these devils are going to have to pay, man. They're going to have to pay. In fact, I don't know why I didn't read any more of this. So yeah, let's read off some of this anyway. So Psalm chapter 10 and 3 says, for the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous whom the Lord abhorreth. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High. Yahweh is not in all his thoughts. His ways are grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. Listen, this man, or these people, know that they have that power right now. They know they're in charge. They're in charge, man. Deuteronomy, Job 9:24 tells you that they're in charge. The Most High has put the charge of this planet, and all the people that are in it under them, man. All right. So right now, yeah, they do have a power. They do have the power. But it goes on to say, he hath said in his heart, this is verse 6, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. But that's not true, man. Right, it's not true. he's he's gonna find out the hard way, man. Let's look at that. Okay. Isaiah 33:1 says, "Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled, and dealest treacherously." You know, the amount of lies they've told on our people, man. You know, especially these Edomite women, man. The amount of lies they've told against us. But we see it now. Now we have this technology, man. We have these smartphones and these Android phones. People are pulling them out as soon as there's some altercation or some disagreement, and you see these so-called, they call them Karens, man. These Edomite women that love to complain, and they love to be racist, and they love to try and get us Israelites in trouble, man. Especially the men. All right, they deal treacherously, man. You know, I've seen videos where they say someone's got a gun, or they threatened them, or they said they were going to do this, and none of this has happened, man. Because they know, why do they do that? They know they're in power. They know that they're going to be believed. Right? It says, "And dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled, and when thou shalt cease, and when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee." Right, so there's a lot of destruction coming from them, man. Right, a lot. And let's get one more scripture, man. Then I'll close out. I think the next one I want to deal with their future, man. You know, I like to go over that, man. It makes me feel good, right? And it should make, if you're an Israelite and you know it, it should make you feel good too, man. Knowing that your enemies, I might have to get that one too if I can remember where it is. Your enemies, man, are gonna have to pay for what they've done, man. Yeah, so this is Ezekiel 25:12. It says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended, and revenged himself upon them. Therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and will make it desolate from Timan, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger, and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh." And that's beautiful, man. That's exactly what we are, we're waiting for, man. That's exactly what we're waiting for. Let me just see if I can find that last one I wanted to find. Right, yes. And this will be the last one. And I'll close out on this. So this is Ecclesiasticus, otherwise known as Sirach, chapter 25, verse 7, and it says, "There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy." Alright, this is to be happy, yeah? "And the 10th I will utter with my tongue." Right, it's almost as if, you know, you're meditating, you're dwelling upon the things that make you happy, but the one thing that makes you so happy, you have to say it, right? It must be spoken. It says, "A man that hath joy of his children," right? Which we don't have that, as we don't have it completely, because we've got these devils trying to infiltrate the minds of our children, man. Alright, with all sorts of, with their wicked doctrines and stuff, right? They're not getting trained up in the ways, man, right, of the scriptures. So we don't have full control of them, even without the so-called education of this wicked place. We still don't have full control over them, man. The state can come and take your children away if they see fit, man. That's how weak we are in this place, right? And it says, "And he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy," right? That's such a beautiful thing, man. Right, that's what we're waiting for. To see the downfall, to see the look on these devils' faces when they realise it's over. Alright? So we just got to keep pushing, because it's happened. It's going to happen, man. It's in the scriptures, man. And we believe the scriptures, so therefore it's just a matter of time, man. Alright? So yeah, that's it on that one. Lord willing, you know, it's edifying. As always, I pray that it was. Giving all praises, honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah HaKodesh. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutations to the elect, man. To you, Shalom.